Hey, Slightly Unblended. Today is super exciting because I ordered the Melt Cosmetics and the BeetleJuice collection, and I did this look. So if you'd like to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. Hey everybody! Look! I ordered the BeetleJuice collection from Melt Cosmetics on the secret sale. I have the box up there because my desk, there's absolutely no room for it. So I laid everything out. I'm going to go through everything. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do because I absolutely want to do an eye look. But I plan on going through everything too. So in this collection, you get 3 bullet lipsticks. We'll go through those later on. You also get 3 foil lipsticks. I am excited. I've not seen anything like this really, I don't believe. We'll go through these later. Everything, I'm just going to show you like a little bit of like everything that's in it, and then I'll go more in depth about it after we get everything started. It came with the mirror. It's got Lydia dancing, and I think this is like the perfect mirror. I've been needing a bigger mirror. And Beats having my little bronzer one. And this cute clutch that you can put the brushes in, or you can put pretty much whatever in. So I will be testing out some of the brushes as well. I'm very comfortable with the ones that I already use, but I want to try these because they are so cute. And we also have 3 of the liners. This one is the purple one is called Utterly Alone, and it's a pigment paint. Then we have an ultra matte gel liner, the Afterlife, and the 125 years ultra matte gel liner, and it's kind of a gray, so I'm excited. Also, they released a mascara and a eyelash curler. I am obsessed with the packaging on this mascara. It feels heavy, it feels nice. But I don't want to get too far into reviewing anything without getting something started here. And we also, last but not least, have the Waiting Room palette and the Recently Deceased palette. I'm kind of thinking about using both palettes. So let's just jump into it. Okay, so trying to think of the colors that I want to use is a little difficult because I absolutely love purple. And the palette Recently Deceased has like absolutely gorgeous purples and these like green tones. Oh my gosh. So it's gonna be hard. I kind of feel like I might want to do 2 eyes on camera and do like 1 palette on each. Hopefully that'll work. So we'll get something figured out here because the Waiting Room palette, it has like these gorgeous like reds and grays, and I'm just like, what do I want to do? I don't know. It's such a hard decision. So I think to start out, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get started out with, I'm gonna try to get started out with the Recently Deceased palette, and I'm gonna start on my left eye. Let me see. I'm gonna take this brush that comes in the brush collection just to pack on. I'm gonna take the shade Lost Souls, I do believe. I'm gonna take Lost Souls. I actually kind of have an idea now. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna take Lost Souls. I'm just going to pack it into the crease and on the outer bit of my eye here towards the outer corner. Oh, she is pigmented. I live. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean that brush off real quick with my little changer. I really like this brush. Like, it feels comfortable to hold, and it's like not super stiff, but it's like very soft. Okay, so now I'm gonna take draw a drawer. I almost said draw a drawer. This one right here. And I'm just going to pack it on the inner corner crease area. So growing up, I used to watch BeetleJuice a lot. It was one of my favorite movies. And I haven't watched it in such a long time. And I planned on watching it before this came in because I didn't get to watch it on Halloween. We had our first round of trick-or-treaters. We had kids from the neighborhood that they came by and knocked on the door, so we gave out candy, and I was so excited. So I didn't really get to watch a lot of movies because I turned on the original Halloween movie, and I turned on Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, I love the classics like that. And I planned on watching the new Craft movie, like renting it, but I didn't get to it. And so, yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep the Halloween party going, and whenever I get time, I'm just gonna watch my favorite creepy movies. So this is applying rather nicely. This is a unique shade. I'm just gonna take it. Yes. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that Lost Soul shade, just to try to get it to be even. And I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of Draw Door and add it like that. Ooh. All right, now I'm gonna take my little fluffy brush, where'd it go? This cutie right here. And I'm gonna take Bio Exorcist, and I'm gonna blend out Lost Souls with it. I have my whole desk a mess from having everything out here because that box, it just won't fit. I love it though, it's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna take Bio Exorcist, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend out Lost Souls. I'm taking circular motions, I'll go frontwards and then backwards just for a more even blend. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the shade BeetleJuice, and I'm going to blend out Draw a Door with it. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna take just a little bit more Bio Exorcist and give her a little blenderoo. I think for the center of my eye on this one, I want to take, I wonder if Juno, let's see. Oh, throwing brushes. I'm going to take Juno from the Waiting Room palette because it is a different kind of, it's a different color shimmer. And the Recently Deceased, there is Neurotic, which is a really gorgeous lime shimmer, and Recently Deceased and Little Accident, which those two are like purple shimmers, and I don't really want to like have a lot going on with that. So I think I'm gonna see if Juno would be a good shade to try. I might actually take Sandworm and apply it. Ooh, we'll see. Ooh, I kind of like this though. I'm gonna go in with my finger just so I can get that really rich color payoff here. So now I think what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of, oh, and I also forgot that Paranormal was one of the shimmers in the Recently Deceased one. I was just looking at like that Neurotic shade and I was drawn to it and was like, but Paranormal is gorgeous too. I'm gonna have swatches later, but I am gonna take a little bit of Neurotic and like apply it to the edges. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Recently Deceased and do the same thing. And I'm gonna take the brush that we started with from the collection and I'm just going to touch up. I'm gonna blend Lost Souls with Recently Deceased. Just gonna like pack it. I'm gonna do the same with Draw a Door. Just to make it blended and look hugged up to the shimmer shade. I feel like the universe does not want me to do this tutorial. My memory card got full and it cut off again. Not quite sure where it did. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. I had no idea that the card was getting full, but I'm gonna get back to it. I just took a little bit more of Draw Door and made it hug up against the Neurotic shade, and I'm gonna take a little bit more of Lost Souls just to get it nice and hugged up onto the Recently Deceased shade. And I'm gonna go back in and blend the shades out with BeetleJuice and BioExorcist in just a second. I'm gonna take a little bit more of Juno, just really mesh or get it blended with Recently Deceased. Out of all of the malfunctions I've had, the one that I know for sure that's left is the battery dying, so I'm gonna try to keep my eyes open for that one because I do not want to like totally miss anything else because I'm scared that I already have. So what I think that I really want to do now is I want to do a wing with Utterly Alone. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I'm always drawn to purple. Like, purple is my favorite, so that's just what I'm going to do. So for that, I am going to take the Melt Liner brush from the Amore collection, and I'm going to wing out this eyeliner here. I know that this says it's not eye safe, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, so I got the liner on and I'm so excited, like it's sharp. I'm going to go ahead and go into the waiting room palette now. I'm going to make sure that my brushes are cleaned off because I did get a little messy with them. I think what I want to do is take Charman onto the, no, well, I'm going to do No Exit right now. I'm trying really hard to think about what I want to do because the colors are just gorgeous and I want to use all of them, but I think I'm going to take No Exit on this brush and I'm going to apply it into the crease like I did with the other side towards the outer corner of my eye. I love this shade. Wow. It's like a super, super dark red. I love it. Really, honestly, it's hard for me not to love anything that Melt Cosmetics does. Okay, for the inner corner, I think I'm going to take Tombstone. I'm going to do this kind of differently than how I normally do things. I feel like this whole vibe is just like different for me and kind of unique, so I'm really excited about it. So I'm just going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to pack it down. Oh, this is a nice shade here. Melt always has some of the most unique shades in their palettes. Okay, so if I didn't mention this because I am being very forgetful, this is the shade Tombstone and I'm just packing it down. I'm going to take a little bit more of No Exit just to bring it in just a little bit more. Oh, it's so cute. I feel like I am a very odd looking and I love it. I want to have like a super weird vibe but still like cute, you know? Okay. I'm hoping that I'm doing Melt justice with this look because I feel like this is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I love it. So I'm going to take this little fluffy brush again and I'm going to take Obituary and I'm going to blend out the shade No Exit. Yes. Okay. Love it. I'm going to take my phone's vibrating. I'm going to take Shrunken Head and blend out Tombstone. Alright, now what I want to do is take, I don't know. I kind of want to do, I'm Let me see what shimmers are over in the recently deceased. I know I didn't use that really gorgeous green, but I kind of feel like that would almost like throw it off. Yeah, because it's a dark one. I really kind of feel like Neurotic, even though it is so different, would be a cool little, it's not going to hurt to try. So let's try a little bit of Neurotic down the center of my lid. Neurotic is such a gorgeous shade, oh my gosh. But yeah, this Neurotic shade is just gorgeous. I love it so much. I was watching all of the clips that Melt did, like the videos they were putting up about this collection, and that was one that Dana said she was wearing a lot and she really loved it, and I definitely know why. It is absolutely gorgeous and so unique. So what I'm going to do now, just kind of like what I did on the other eye, is I'm going to go back into the waiting room palette and I'm going to go into some of those gorgeous shimmers that I haven't got a chance to use yet. If you hear some odd noises, we have been having some issues today, and we have we're getting that taken care of, so it'll be okay. Just bear with me. Like to me it's not noticeable or anything, but I don't know how well my camera picks things up, so it's not a really big deal at all. So I'm gonna take Dante's Inferno and just kind of apply it, kind of like blend it with these matte shades and make it hug up against Neurotic. Oh yes. I love. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Juno and just kind of like add it to the edge of Neurotic. Just kind of different, but strange and unusual. That is what I'm going for. I originally planned on doing something like kind of really different for me, where I use the shades to like contour and stuff with, but my face is really broken out right now, and I've been taking a few days off from makeup to try to help get it to clear up. I don't think it's the makeup, I've just been really stressed out, and like I have been not eating the best, and when I eat certain junk foods it really irritates my skin, so that's been a lot of the problem, but it will be okay. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit more of, well, let me find the rubber brush. I'm gonna take a little tiny bit more of No Exit and really blend that with Dante's Inferno, just so that it's blended together real nicely. Yes. Okay. And a little tiny bit more of Shrunken Head. Nope, it wasn't Shrunken Head, it was Tombstone, my bad. And I'm going to make that blend very nicely with the Juno shade. I really like this palette, both of them. Ooh, I feel like it's so cute. Okay, I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of each one of those shades that we blended out the original shades with, so like the lighter shades. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Obituary and I'm going to blend it, or take it to blend out. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm trying to get the shade names down. Okay, I'm gonna take Obituary to blend out No Exit, which I did that kind of already, but I just want to make sure that it's really seamless and like just, it's kind of, I kind of wanted it to be messy and odd, but I feel like it's kind of like neat despite that, and that's like kind of what I was wanting. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna take just a tiny bit more of Shrunken Head just to blend out that Tombstone shade. And for a wing, I want to do, I'm gonna do the Afterlife, I think, for this one. Or, no, I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna take the Afterlife for the waterline. I'm just gonna take this Utterly Alone shade again, and I'm going to do a little wing. And then I do believe, actually, let me put on a little inner corner highlight, because we need a little bit of that going on. So for my inner corner highlight, I will do a tiny bit of, I think I'm gonna do Juno on both sides. I know, that seems like I'm using that one a lot more. I'm gonna take a teeny tiny bit of that and just like hit that inner corner with it and do the same over here. I should have applied an inner corner before I did the wing and everything, but you know, I've been forgetful about an inner corner highlight for like weeks now, and I don't know what's gotten into me. But I am the conductor of the Hot Mess Express, so welcome aboard. Alright, I'm going to take the melt liner brush, and I did switch out to the Elfa J Kiss of the J5 brush for a little more precision on the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to go ahead and do a wing now. Alright, I'm going to go and do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, edited in swatches, totally different look. I'll have this video linked below once it's uploaded. Yesterday, when I was filming this look, was just an eventful day. So, what I'm going to do now, first up, I'm going to do a swatch of the recently deceased. I feel like this is probably one of my favorite ones from the collection right now. It has a really, really gorgeous, unique, but more along the lines of my favorite colors. So I'm going to go and do the top row from left to right, and then the bottom row from left to right. I really, really don't want to put my finger in this palette and mess up BeetleJuice's imprint, but we're doing it. Okay, so I'm going to start out with BeetleJuice. Apparently I've said it wrong the whole time. I thought it was Beetle Guys or BeetleJuice. Someone help me. I knew that it was something to do with BeetleJuice though. Oh, my batteries are dying. Okay, here we go. Add a little bit more because my monitors got me all kinds of messed up, but that's the first one. Next up is going to be Paranormal. I really am excited to use this shade. I'm trying to think of a good way to incorporate it into a look. It's so pretty. Look at the pigment. My swatches are going all over the place because I'm looking in the monitor, and the monitor is, see, this is my left and it's more towards the right, so like trying to see what I'm doing. I guess I could kind of use my mirror I have set up here. Okay, draw a door. Draw a door. There we go. That's working out better. The mirror that came with the collection is like what's helping me be able to see now. Okay, now I'm going to go in to Neurotic. I'm just so excited to have a mirror that's good. I love the mirror that come with the collection so much. Alright, Neurotic. I love this one. This is one that I did use, I know for sure. Look at that. Can't look in the monitor. I'm going to go into Recently Deceased. I feel like I messed that one up, so I'm going to give it a little more. Plus it's purple and it's beautiful. Look at that. Now, Lost Souls. That was not a good swatch on my end. I just go with a little bit more of it. I'm so trying to figure this out. There we go. What do we think? Little Accident. Oh, I didn't get to use this one either. They feel amazing to the touch too. Look. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Feel like it's so pretty. And let me get the pigments off of my fingers real quick, and I'll go into Bio Exorcist, which is the last shade of this palette, and we'll move on to the waiting room. Alright, Bio Exorcist. Let's get... Looky. It's a pretty purple. I love purple, but I've said that 10 million times. Look, alright, so these are my very poor swatches. Let's try to get them in the shot. Now this is the Recently Deceased palette. I'm going to use my other arm and go into the waiting room palette. And then I have the lipsticks and the lip foils and the lip, or not the lip liners, but the eyeliners, because Girl can't talk. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. I'm going to do the same thing with this palette. I'm going to do the top row from left to right and then the bottom row from left to right. So I'm going to start out with Obituary. It's like almost like a blood red. I love it. Or like a dark cherry red or something like that. So now I'm going to go into No Exit. I love it. Alright, Sawed Girl. Dante's Inferno. This is freaking beautiful. I feel like there's a hint of a shift to this. Kind of looks like it's like a nice burnt red. Alright, I'm going to clean my fingers off and then I'm going to do Lydia, which is the last shade on this row. Okay, I'll make sure I didn't get any cotton left on my fingers. I'm going to go into the shade Lydia, which is like this beautiful just red shimmer. It reminds me of like a True Red lipstick or like a satin red dress. Oh my gosh, look at that. Alright, so this is the top row. I'm going to go into the last row of this palette. First up, Charmin. Tombstone. Shrunken Head. Juno. I just put that on Shrunken Head. Alright, so Juno kind of got on Shrunken Head, but it'd be alrighty. And go in there and add some more. I gotta clean my fingers off real quick so we can get the last shade in, and it is Sandworm. I feel like this one might not show up as a good swatch on my arm because I am very pale and this is a white shade. But I'm gonna kind of build it up so maybe my camera will pick it up because I don't know. I can't really tell on the monitor. Alright. So this is the waiting room. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started on the swatches of the eyeliners. I feel like we're going to do the liners on the back of my hand. I'm going to use a brush for that. I just have to find it really quick. I'm going to go ahead and take the melt liner brush and go ahead and apply the old liner to the hand. So first up is going to be the Afterlife, which is the Ultra Matte Gel Liner. I do believe that 125 years, yeah, it's an ultra matte eyeliner too, and the shade Utterly Alone is a pigment paint. It's very, very pretty. I love all of these liners. Anytime that there is a melt liner, I'm like, I have to have it. They have amazing liners. Right, this is the Afterlife. I'm going to kind of get that a little bit more. Look at it. It's almost like a mustardy shade, but almost like bug guts, I feel like would be proper to say. Alright, let me see. Let's do 125 years because I did attempt to do a look earlier and I was just like, I flustered myself and then ended up not doing anything that I planned, so. Alright, this is 125 years. And last but certainly not least, Utterly Alone. And I love, 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 love this one. This one stood out to me in the look that I did. Like when I used it for the wing, it was just like my favorite Purple Fantasy wing. Alright, so these are the liners. I love them. Melt never does wrong with liners. Everything I've tried from Melt has been literally amazing. So, like, so far I'm not regretting my purchase. So, in the tutorial, I did take the shade Weirder. And that was what I was wearing. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that one first. And this is the lip foil. So after I finished filming last night, I went and I had a sandwich because I was hungry and I hadn't really had a chance to eat eat supper, so that was what I did. And I was wearing this lipstick and it lasted like pretty well for eating a sandwich. Alright, so now I'm going to go into It's Showtime. Like this one, I'm so excited to wear this one. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I do have to mention the smell because it smells just like all their other lip products, and it has like this cake batter scent that makes me like so hungry, but it smells so good that I just love it so much. Like, I don't know. It just makes me so excited. And then there is Strange and Unusual. This one is so pretty too. All of these are just freaking gorgeous. So we have the lip foils and the eyeliners. I really kind of wanted to get a picture of the lipsticks before I swatched them, but I don't know. I'm so like eager to do some swatches. So this is the shade, so this is the shade Ghost with the Most, and on all of the lipsticks there is the sandworm imprinted. I don't know if it's going to pick up. My camera is very weird about once it's set, it only picks up in a certain where it was set. So I'm going to try to get pictures of the detail, and I will probably list those on Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and do right up here. Alright, this is the shade Ghost with the Most, and I'm so excited to try this one. I love unnatural lipstick colors, even though I've gotten into a like stage where I'm just mostly wearing nudes anymore. Kind of annoy myself with that. The next one is Miss Argentina. This is such a lovely shade. It's interesting. It's like red, but like with a hint of like corally pinkish. I don't know. It's just like super interesting. And last but not least, I have right here Calypso. Oh. Why am I not wearing this on my lips right now? Oh, I remember them talking about that in the live thing that I watched on their Instagram. This is like a purple with like a blue pearl reflect, I do believe is what they said. And this is going to be so pretty. Yeah, I can kind of see the reflect in it. This is Calypso right here. I have to turn my hand. And I think it's gorgeous. I love these lips. I love the liners. I love the eyeshadows. The brushes are so freaking cute. I know I kind of talked about them a little bit, but they have like a nice like aluminum or like just a metal handle. And they have Lydia dancing. They're so cute. I have this one and this one and this one. It's pretty dirty from using them yesterday. I did clean them with my quick changer thing, but I've used it with cleaning off my other brushes, so I can't wait to clean these and try to get them back to the original color, because this one has a fuzzy, but they're like black and white mix. It's like split. It's so cute. They are very comfortable to hold, easy to use. Like I'm excited about the brushes as well. And I know I did kind of touch on the liner, I mean not the liner, but the mascara, and it has a pretty heavy duty component. It's so cute. It says BeetleJuice on it. It's got the sandworm. I really, really like it. I used it earlier when I was doing this look, and I used it yesterday when it came in when I was filming. And like, it just seems like a really good mascara. I know I mentioned these eyelashes over here have a hard time curling with a mascara. They're like everywhere. Like they got them onto their own, and that really helps them to like get put in their place. Like they have some actor out with that. That makes me very happy. And this cute little clutch that you can put your brushes in, or you can put your lipsticks in and take it on the go. I was so excited about this. It's got the sandworm on it. It's got the pinstripes on the inside. And it's pretty spacious. Like, you could put a little wallet in there. You could put, like I said, your lipstick, your brushes. You could put a setting spray in there. Let me see. Grab my setting spray. So this BH Cosmetics setting spray, kind of big. Just just to get that thrown down in there. And look, got that in there. We still got room for more stuff. So say you want to wear, let's see, this is Strange and Unusual, and you want to wear that with the shade Miss Argentina, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to have this lip combo today. You just toss those back. I'm making a mess. You could just toss those bad boys in there, and look, you still got room for more stuff. So it's a fairly decent sized bag, and that's always exciting to, you know, have a bag that you can fit things, enough things in, so you're not forgetting what you need to touch up throughout the day. Because I know, like, when we would go places all the time, I would have to have a bag that I could fit a retouch spray, my mascara, my eyelash glue in case I popped a lash, my lipstick to be touching up, and like just like a little bit of highlighter because I like to be looking all glowy and greasy, and it's like I just want everybody to know that I'm extra, so I have to have a little extra highlight put in there too. So to have a bag in the collection that you can fit like all your must-haves for on the go is really, really cool. So I'll let you go now, back to my awkward face and a pretty cool tutorial. Alright, so this is the finished look. For the lips, I used Weirder, which is one of the foil lips that is from the collection. I will include some swatches of the lip products. I'm going to have them maybe before this, because right now, in like the day that I'm doing this, I'm going to have to do all the swatches of everything tomorrow. So I'll put them before all of this. Hopefully they will be in already. And their mascara is absolutely lovely. So far, my first thought of this is just like, wow, this, like, I'm almost picky about mascara, though I do try a lot because it's really hard for me to find a mascara. Really hard for me to find a mascara that like gets my lashes on my right side to like stay up, and I feel like this mascara really has done a pretty good job with that. For the lower lash line, I decided to go on ahead and use the Afterlife for the waterline. And I used the Kiss Maxed Out limited edition Drama Lashes. So yeah, I plan on doing a couple more videos with these. I have some videos in mind for in the future. I will be getting the Raw Beauty Christie palette in soon, so as soon as I get it ready, it will go up. It hasn't got here yet, but it is supposed to, I want to say next Tuesday. So as soon as it gets here, I'll film, and I'll stay up all night if I have to edit and have it up. But my thoughts on this collection is I am in absolute love. Melt never lets me down. Their formula for their eyeshadow is amazing. I absolutely love the smell of every one of their lipsticks that I've ever tried. They smell amazing. This mascara is a yes, because like I said, I struggle finding a mascara that helps to get my lashes up on my right eye, and this one I've noticed really did that. So like, yes, I love it. I'm super excited to do the swatches of everything, and hopefully, like I said, they'll be in already. So what kind of look would you like to see me do next? I have some ideas, some thoughts. Just want to know what you want to see. So I will have my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter down below, and you can keep up with my awkward shenanigans on all of those outlets. And let me see. Oh yeah, don't forget to use the hashtag Slightly Unblended for a chance to be featured in an upcoming video. Please let me know what you want to see next, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye!